Hello, everybody. This is Arnie Singleton, a.k.a. T-Dog from The Walking Dead, and you are listening to Dispatch Radio with my main man, Brandon.
Well, folks, we have a great show coming up we want to continue to promote, and that is Roots. Yes, the Alex Haley famous story. I mean, just rock TV history. History Channel's put together kind of a remake that hopefully will really engage this generation, make them really understand the magnitude of this incredible story. And we have one of the actors with us, Lane Garrison's on with us. He has a great role. Wants to talk to us about that project. Lane, thank you so much for fitting this into your schedule, my friend.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Roots arrives Memorial Day. It'll definitely be a big event. It probably will be a huge thing for History Channel. And I know you play Frederick Murray. Tell everybody a little bit about that role in the Roots saga.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a white guy in Roots, so...
it can't be a good thing, man.
It's not a good thing. And, you know, we were fortunate enough they had a cast and crew screening this weekend. So it's going to be 4 nights, 2 hours a night. The original was an 8-part miniseries, and this is basically the same amount of time, just done in 4 nights, May 30th through June 2nd. And, I play slave master, Confederate colonel, racist bigot, bad guy, Frederick Murray. And I will say this, after we saw the screening, that they have done an incredible job with the new remake of Roots. You've got an all-star cast. You've got Lawrence Fishburne, Forrest Whitaker, Mekhi Phifer. The new Kunta Kinte is played by a guy, Malachi Kirby, who just absolutely kills it. Anna Paquin plays my wife. Got John Rhys Meyers. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Even T.I.'s in it. He does an awesome job. But yeah, my role is that of, you know, pretty much a very hateful antagonist. In fact, it was hard for me even watching. It's always hard for me to watch myself on screen, but this was really hard, just because this character was so despicable. And you know, we left by the end of night 4. I think people are going to be left in tears, and hopefully your people are really going to hate my character. And you know, it was a really difficult shoot for me, not because of the time period, but more so to step into this man's shoes. That's somebody I'm not at all. And you know, when you first show up on set, it was on a plantation that was formerly used, and you've got 100 African American actors out there, and I'm saying all this outlandish stuff, and they don't know me from Adam. And so the minute we yelled cut, you know, I'm sort of having to introduce myself and make sure that everybody knows, hey, this is not who I really am.
Lane's trying to make sure he covers his track a little bit, man.
Yeah,
a little awkward. Lane, I was even too young to watch Roots when it aired live in 1977, but I have to tell you, everybody knew about it. Everybody knew Alex Haley's name. Everybody recognized the impact. The cast was amazing, that kind of thing. When did you watch Roots? Do you remember watching it when you were younger? Did you watch it again? How did you dive into the story itself?
Yeah, I believe it was junior high when I first saw it. You know, we had to watch it in school in history. And I remember being impacted then and it making me think about our heritage and our past and where we've all come from and where we've all grown. So in that aspect, it was great. And I think you got to remember, a lot of people are like, why would you remake Roots? It was such a classic. And yeah, it was, but we've got generations of people that never saw the original, and a whole generation of millennials that needs to see this. In fact, I was at an Easter party in April, and with a bunch of African American friends of mine, and their daughters were like, "Daddy, what's Roots?" And everybody started laughing. And so there's a lot of people out there that didn't know about the original, and that's really what this is for. And it is, I mean, they spent a lot of money on this production, and it shows. It is just incredible. I'm mind blown by what they've shot, and it's 4 nights and 4 different directors, by the way, too. And we had incredible directors. We had Phil Noyce, who did like movies like Dead Calm and Clear and Present Danger, and we had Mario Van Peebles, Thomas Carter, and with my night is a man by the name of Bruce Beresford, who a lot of people would know, directed Driving Miss Daisy. He directed me on Bonnie and Clyde. He's an incredible director, and but they all came together, and it's a very cohesive. I'm calling it a film because that's what that feels like.
We're going to see this simulcast across all of A&E's networks, folks. If you're a fan of Lifetime, A&E itself, or the History Channel, 4 nights beginning on May 30th. That's Memorial Day. It'll be each night and 2 hours long. It is an incredible saga, bringing Alex Haley's famous story to life to this generation, and you definitely need to set your DVR if you're not going to watch live, because you don't want to miss it, and you definitely want to kind of support, I think, what is a very powerful tool so we can really kind of get this generation on the same page with us. We embrace our history so we can learn from it and not repeat it, not to glorify it. And I think that Lane's character is one of the villains that's going to represent, sadly, much of our history, much of our heritage. For a lot of states, we're broadcasting live out of the South, so it's just part of who we were, and we have to move on from that and learn from that. And I think this will be a great way to do that. And we're going to go to a quick break and come right back with Lane. Lane has had a ton of roles that you've seen him in. If you're not familiar with a few of the photos, we'll link to his social media stuff for you. But he's been, Better Call Saul and The Messengers. I watched all of The Messengers. Love that show. And From Dusk Till Dawn, Bonnie and Clyde, tons of stuff. We'll come back. We'll talk to him more about that in just a moment.